Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayflight SLX 287 BHSW travel trailer. I'm here to walk you around the unit, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. First thing I want you to take into consideration is your slide. Leave plenty of room for your slide to come in and out unhindered. I got it out at the moment so that you can see how much room you'll need. Preferably nothing hanging over top. That way you don't have to sweep it off before leaving. Then I want you to think about your power and water connections. Your power is going to be all the way at the rear on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. And your city water connection is going to be on the back of the unit. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you've parked and unhooked your hitch, first thing you do is level your unit. Now I do recommend getting a stick-on level, finding the middle of your unit on your off-camp side. Put a little stick-on level there, that way you can have someone watch and tell you when the unit's level. In front of your unit, you have a power tongue jack with a docking light. Simply raise or lower the unit and get it level. You do have a manual override here with a jack that'll crank that if you lose power. Once you've got your unit level, next thing you're going to do is stabilize the unit. On all four corners of your unit, you have stabilizing jacks. A hand crank here with a 3/4 inch socket on the end. Simply crank these down, turn them to the right to bring them down. Now remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. You only want to get the unit stable once you have it level. I do recommend jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Better distribute the weight. Get you a 4-pack of those from our store with your 10% off coupon and run these down just until they're taut. Once you've got all 4 of them down, nice and taut, you got your unit level and stable, let's hook our power and water up. Again, all the way on your off-camp side toward the rear. Here's your power cord, 30 amp service, and it stores conveniently right inside here. Just push it in to store it. At the end of the 30 amp service, should you need to plug into a 110, there is a 30 to 110 adapter. Covers your convenience pack. Got our power hooked up, let's hook our water up. In the back of your unit is your city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You always want to use this when putting water into your unit. Hook up your water pressure regulator, but don't turn your hose on yet. Come right around the corner here to your hot water heater. Open that up. And all we're going to do at this point is return our drain plug. You may have left it out from last time you were camping, draining your hot water heater. So throw some plumber's tape on there. Get that in there nice and secure, then you can turn on your hose. After your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to come up here to this pressure release valve. You're going to lift up on this handle, and that's going to release air out of the lines. Once you have a nice steady flow of water coming out of here, then you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from indoors. It's just a little piece that sits inside there. Got our water hooked up. Let's say you're going to be going camping and you're not using city water. Let's come around to your campsite. And just to the left of your entry doorway is your potable water tank. I don't need the water pressure regulator to put water in here. You can just use a hose. Two ways to tell that it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. And second, on the inside where you check your tank levels, if you hold your fresh tank button down, you can tell when it's full from there. Got our water power hooked up. Walk you around the unit, show you a few other things. Right here is a low point drain. Right up underneath here is where those come out. This is access to the back of your fridge. It's a hood vent for your microwave, your outdoor Furrion speakers, safety light. This is your furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that, it'll get rather warm. Again, your fresh water. A couple of 110s out here if you want to put a table out here and something to cook on. Your awning, I'll finish running that the rest of the way out when I get inside to show you how far to run it out. Your big pass-through storage. On the front of your unit, your batteries. Check your battery post now and then, make sure that them are still connected. Propane tanks. You do have a regulator on the front. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. This will go from green to red when it's empty. Lefty loosey to open. Come around the off camp side. Rest of your pass-through storage. Your slide. They call these seal wipers, and they sell what's called a wiper fluid in our store. The best way to add longevity to these is keep them nice and pliable. So apply some of that to it now and then. Come around past your slide. The off camp side back here. One more storage area. And below your storage area is your black and gray holding tanks. That's where you dump your tanks when we leave the campsite. Again, your hot water heater, your power, and where your park cable will come in. On the back, spare tire with a cover, and your city water connect. Well, that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside your unit. First and foremost, I want you and everyone that's camping with you to know that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Just to the right of that is your 12-volt propane carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention it's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day and nothing charging your battery, use your battery disconnect and disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down. Over on the wall, control panel, here's your exterior and interior lights. Your awning, I'm going to run that the rest of the way out real quick. You only want to run that out until that white flap falls down and you see your bar and you know you're out far enough. Come back over here is your slide control. We'll utilize that when closing up the unit. A 110 here. Down here to the left is where you turn on your water heater. And over here is where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Only turn that on when using potable water, don't turn it on for city water. Up here is where you check your tanks, your gray tank, your black tank. The fresh tank button is the one that I told you you can hold to tell when your potable water is full. And then your brand new battery. Coming around your unit, a self-explanatory microwave. Your hood does have a light and fan. Simply turn this to pilot for your oven. Push and hold to light inside. And in here you have to light with a hand, no spark. Below your oven is your access panel to your fuse box and breaker box. You've got a handful of 15s, a 30 and a 40 in here. Highly recommend you grab a handful of those to take camping with you. Coming over to your Nordic Cold fridge. Turn it on. Right now you're on auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, it's running off your electricity. As soon as you unplug, it'll go to gas. Or you can strictly go to gas. Over here, 1 through 5, 5 being the coldest. Come back into your bunk area. The ladder does fold out like so. 110 down there. The lighting in here is individual hand touch lighting. for your bunk area. Coming into your bathroom, main thing I want to mention in here is this is where your 110 with GFCI reset is. A little plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on it as you would at home. Remember, again, you are bouncing a house down the road. Things wiggle loose. In your bathroom, you have a hand open exhaust vent. Your table. You can simply lift this table up and those legs will remove. Set the table down on this lip right here. Remove your back cushions, the flat ones. Put it on top of there and that gives you another bed. These sofa jackknives, lift up the front, a little storage under there. And lay that down for another bed. Looks as if a remote for your X-Era stereo. Should have indoor and outdoor speakers, dual zoned. Won't pick up much in here. So this is all prepped for a TV. So I tell you, if you put a TV in here, when you run your cable here, when you get to the camp before running your channel scan, push that button and make sure that green light's on. That's a digital channel enhancer to allow you to pick up more channels. Here's a hand crank up for your antenna. Your AC controls are here. Come back into the bedroom. Most of your lighting back here is hand touch as well. It says prepped for a TV, so there's a backer there for a television. 110 and cable up there. And of course, well, Jake goes your big pass-through storage up underneath the bed. Your smoke alarm is up in the ceiling. Oh, this lighting does work, just haven't turned it on. In the ceiling here is where you can turn on your air, your fan, low fan, high fan, low cool or high cool. Oh, here's your temperature control, heat and cool. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite now. What I like to do is start out by shutting off the main lights here. That way I know all the individual lights that I need to go through and shut off. So I'm gonna go through and do that real quick. Okay, so now that I've went through and shut off all the lights except for what can be shut off here, I want you to think about your slide coming in. Make sure your entertainment doors are closed. Make sure your ladder is up down there. Your table is either securely up as a table or down as a bed. Once they are, come over here, hit in on your slide. See the importance of that ladder being up and the doors over here on your entertainment being closed. Nothing to impede this slide coming in. You don't need to break things just because you're bringing your slide in. Comes in rather quickly. I need you to. I held that a little extra long to let you hear that. It's okay to hear that noise. There's nothing going wrong with your slide. That's how it keeps itself from going past the point of closed or open. You may hear it when you open it as well. All right, hit our light. Come on outside. Close our exterior door, lock and deadbolt your door. You don't want the horror story of your door coming open while you're going down the road. Lift and turn your handle. Empty our low point drain. Bring up all of our stabilizing jacks. Unhook our water. Come to the hot water heater. Lift up on this handle and just leave it pointed like that. That's going to drain all the water out of your hot water heater. Once that's done draining, close that down, then pull your hot water drain down here. Make sure you close it down, otherwise you won't be able to close your hot water heater. Remember to do that as well. Hook up a hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, you can take the sewage hose, comes with your convenience pack. Hook it on right here, hook the other end into the dump, and pull your black holding tank. Now if your black tank has been dumped, sounds like it's no longer draining, you're gonna pull your gray handle, your gray holding tank. That's gonna be your cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers, and it's gonna clean your sewage hose out for you. You're gonna come right here to your bumper. Open up that and store your sewage hose right in there. Perfect size, a nice sanitary place for it, and you can head on home. Yeah, we thank you so much for your purchase. We hope you guys enjoy this Jayflight for many years to come. Happy camping.